I was happy with myself because I went back and I was like, okay, what do I want for our farm? Like, what do I want to see the most? I want to see us lower our input costs, and I want to see us improve soil health.
So Brady, I have a question for you. What's it like when the corn is high, but the chaos is higher?
It's a lot of things, but it's never boring. This is the Farm Wife Files, life between the rows.
Good morning or afternoon or evening. Good morning for us.
Yeah, it is. What is it?
Maybe
9?
good morning. Addie walked in this morning and I was like, I have lived a whole lifetime and it's 8:45.
And then I'm like, because of just everything that has happened, or like, are you just super busy? Like, what happened?
No, I just felt chaotic.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, I got up at 6 and worked out, and then, Branson was up at 6. And so when I was getting ready in the bathroom, Tyler actually went and like rocked with him. So then I fed him. Then I went and worked out, but he was like ready to party at 6 in the morning. So Tyler had to stay up. So he wasn't stoked about that because Tyler normally goes back to bed until the very last second. And then tried to get them out the door so I could get Taylin up to get her to daycare by 7:45. And then I don't know, like driving before 8 o'clock just feels like a lot. Like, not in a bad way, but it just feels like, I don't know, starting your day in the car like that just feels odd.
Yeah,
But
on Saturday, I got up and I was on the road.
yeah, what were you doing? Because I saw you were dressed up.
I was actually in a dress.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Like, gross.
What were you doing?
One of my good friends, Kayla, she was a bridesmaid at my wedding.
Mm-hmm.
She graduated college. So she invited
fun.
some of our friends, like our
Okay.
friend group, to her college graduation. So I went to that and then went to go visit my mom after that. And then was going to come here just to see how the garage sale was. But then I was like, it was like going to be like 7 p.m. by the time I got back. So I'm like, I was on the road by 5:45. Like, no, it is bedtime.
Yeah, that's
So,
a long day.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, for listeners, we don't really have a topic today. Addie asked me, what's our topic? Well, what are we talking about? I said, whatever we want. I think she don't really love
Give me
that. Doesn't love
anxiety. If you could see my chest, it's probably all red and blotchy.
No, it's nice just to have a catch up though. Like, what's going on? We're just in such a busy season. Like, spring has been chaotic.
Mm-hmm.
Just like, we've had to replant a little bit, which is not horrible.
But did you have to, or did Tyler just get...
Oh, that's a sore subject in our marriage right now.
I love it.
So, we had our kelp trial going that I was really excited about. It's technically still going. So, okay, I'm trying to think of what'll happen because it's been a hot minute. This happened like right after we recorded last time. So we planted on the 25th of April, which was literally the day when I was getting this trial ready. I said I want to plant on the 25th of April. And Tyler actually followed through and we planted on the 25th of April. So got all planted and then it poured. We had like, I don't know if it was an inch of rain, but it was like a hard inch of rain, a quick hard inch of rain. And so obviously we're worried about it crusting over. Some popped up, some were breaking their necks trying to get out of the ground. And so I think that was the 25th on like a Saturday or something. Let me look at my calendar so I can get this all right. Yes, the 25th was on a Saturday. So then Tyler checked them like the end of that week, maybe like Thursday or something, and our stance was only looking to be like 40,000. So Tyler was like, I'm replanting it. And okay, mind you, through this whole process, he is my worker. Like, and I'm not saying that to like hate on him, but like, the conversations we had, I am the manager. He is my consultant. He's going to come to me with information and I get to make the decisions.
Field. Like,
yes,
this specific
it's 30
field.
acres. Like,
get over yourself, Tyler.
Yes. Which the only criteria was he was not going to let me kill it. Okay, so he goes, crop scouts, comes back to me, tells me I only have a stance of 40,000. And I'm like, okay. And he's like, I think we should replant. And I'm like, okay, let me think about it. And this was at like lunchtime, he told me. So he went back to work. I kind of thought about it all day. Looked at the weather. There was a really, really good chance for good rain like Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So my thought was, okay, I don't want to touch it. Let's wait until Monday and reassess. And he did not want to do that because he's like, if it rains, we're not going to be able to get into the field. And I'm like, but if it rains, they could come up and we won't need to get into the field. It's no biggie. And so...
And a couple days is a couple days at this point.
I mean, yeah, this is like Wednesday or Thursday that we're having this conversation. So I'm trying to think what day it was. Maybe it was like Friday, and he ends up coming back and he's like, I replanted it. And I'm like, you what? Oh, I was so mad. I'm like, what? But again, I'm like, he's been doing this way longer than I have. He's been educated. I mean, he may not be farming like a long time in his life, but as far as knowing crops and stuff, like, he is way more apt than I am. I'm just, I'm new at this. I'm like, okay, whatever. It is what it is. Well, then lo and behold, it rains Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And guess what? All my kelp beans started coming out of the ground. So now we've got kelp beans going straight, and we've got replant going diagonal across it. So it is a freaking mess.
Well, in your guys' stance, when you told me, like, I was like, excuse me, did I get that right?
Well, and I told Tyler, I'm like, I guarantee you my kelp stance is like 90 to 100,000, which was exactly what I was shooting for, because my goal is space, branching, put on more pods. Yeah, that was my goal with this whole trial. So now it's just like shot. I guess I don't even know how we're going to read a monitor to
be able to trust it.
And I guess I'll still, because I have the product, so I'm still going to go in and spray reproductive kelp. But it's just like, the data off of this is going to be crap.
Yeah.
So, well, I'm just annoyed.
To make it all good, I mean, like, to think about the positive in this whole situation is... It's beans. It's not corn. You can plant diagonal. You can plant in different directions.
Right, yeah.
Where if it was corn, you wouldn't be able to. And that would have been even worse. I don't know. I mean,
as far as harvesting, beans are, forgiving. It may just be you're going like 2 mile an hour so you don't slug the combine. But, I mean, we'll just see how it does. I don't know. We've had so much rain, which, God bless. I mean, we've had years where it is just... dry, and we're turning on pivots to get crops out of the ground. So that's a blessing, but also, like, we're on hold for everything. I mean, you guys are still trying to spray down there.
But we've had a lot more rain.
Oh, yeah.
Than you guys have up here.
Yeah, and we've even had a substantial amount.
Right.
I mean, we're happy with what we've had.
Cody was trying to make me, like, I mowed at the other farmhouse yesterday. That was fine. Then he's like, well, do you want to mow at our place? And I'm like, I can't mow. There's a whole ass spring running through the middle of our backyard.
He got the side-by-side stuck in.
Not that spring. Okay.
The other spring.
We'll get to my ketchup.
Yeah, your spring chaos.
My spring has been complete chaos.
So yeah, anyway, that happened with my beans. That's irritating. Of course, you heard my next year's thoughts, which are really exciting. Tyler's a hater.
Well, so here's the thing. We can plot his murder.
Oh my gosh.
And then...
Well, and I told him, I said, okay, if you're not going to hold up your end of the deal and you're going to go behind my back and do what you want for the farm, just tell me that. So I'm not wasting time.
Yeah.
Like researching stuff. And I mean, I get into it, but if I can't do any of it, like what fun is that?
I mean, there is fun to it. But
you want to see and the results of it and whatnot. And we're going to talk about this in next week's episode. But the reason why I feel the need to have all these niches and all of these side hustles, that'll be for next week. But anyway, he didn't tell me. He basically told me he has to okay things, which I don't know how to feel about that. Because it's like, if you don't agree with something I'm doing, then you're just not going to okay it. So then again, what's the point of me doing all this? I got to call some cover crop people today. I don't know how that's going to go.
Is he going to even... Well...
No, he wouldn't help me. He gave me
say.
the website of the people to call.
Who?
I don't want to shout them out yet because I don't know.
But are they down in Kansas?
No.
Okay, I need to give you someone down in Kansas.
Okay. I just feel awkward because I don't know enough about cover crops. So basically the conversation's going to go, hi, I'm this random person calling you, and I want to tell you this trial I want to do, and then you tell me what you think about it. Like, I just feel odd.
Yeah.
Like, with the kelp, I knew enough about it, and I knew what I wanted to do with it, and I know enough about row crop farming that conversation was pretty simple. But, like, cover crops, I literally am so uneducated. I was happy with myself because I went back and I was like, okay, what do I want for our farm? Like, what do I want to see the most? I want to see us lower our input costs, and I want to see us improve soil health. Those are my two big goals. So now I'm kind of leaning towards like biologicals and like micronutrients and things like that, which kind of ties in with the kelp. But yeah, I've got a lot going, and I have questions that I need answered by people that do that every day.
The good thing is like you do have some time though. It's planted.
Yeah,
right.
Exactly.
Like you're not doing anything like next month where you need to rush into a decision.
Yeah. But no, just been thinking about that. And then we had a storm on Friday again, which was crazy because we got some rain. Okay, whatever, fine. Got the kids to bed earlier, and then Tyler and I are getting ready to go to bed, and all of a sudden the wind picks up. And I'm like, and I kind of nervous, and I don't get very wiggy about that kind of stuff. I almost went and got the kids up because it was so windy. I was like, what the heck? What?
I'm just remembering when we had the tornado come through and you texted me.
What did I say? I don't remember.
I'll pull it up. But
I don't remember.
You were mad at me.
Oh my gosh, yes, I remember now.
Okay, hold on.
Well, the news people have been talking about this for a week. How bad it was going to be. There's like 75 storm chasers.
So yeah. Reading these back are just hilarious. So you texted me. Okay, mind you, like to give everyone, like we were hit with storms like 3 days in a row.
It was crazy.
We'll get into like again,
and like the
spring.
levels, it was like they said it was going to get like progressively worse. So where we already had hail and wind like a couple days before, and they're like, these storms are ramping up to be like big storms. So we're to the last like big storm, and you can go.
Yeah, you texted me. You said, "Do you have a basement?" And I said,
and I know you don't, so I don't know why I said that.
Well, so
maybe a crawl space.
I am gonna cuss on this.
Okay.
So just FYI, but I said, nope, I sure shit don't. So then you said, so are you going to a friend's? And I said, at this point, I'm just gonna go out to the fucking pasture and let it take me. I'm sorry, this is a lot of cussing, but if you could tell my mind space, like it was so
this
bad.
is in the middle of spring, like when we were literally being hit with
Everything. So then you said, shut the fuck up. Get to safety before the shit
Okay,
hits us.
I didn't say
you said
that up.
STFU.
Yes, I did abbreviations.
So I said,
Make me sound horrible.
you still said it. I said,
but abbreviated, it's like saying LOL. Like, you don't mean laugh out loud. It's like,
I laugh out loud sometimes.
Okay, whatever.
So then I said, I could go over to Chris and Bryce's. And you said, LOL.
Yeah.
At this point, I would even suggest that. And I said, but I don't wanna. I'm tired of this, Grandma. And this is where I just start laughing. I said, or you said, go. Seriously. Okay, these are 3 different text messages.
I'm so bad about multitasking.
The first one is, go. The second text message, seriously, I'm nervous. My tummy hurts. Need all of my ducks in a fucking row. And in a fucking row are all in caps. And then a third text message, you are one of those ducks. So then I texted back and I was just like, let me put a fucking bra on. And then I did go over to Chris and Bryce's, but yeah, no, it was
End text.
It was so bad. We just got
and
hit.
then not a whole lot actually happened with that supposed horrible storm.
No, that was, I mean, we still didn't have any
That was
power.
one of the minimal. Oh yeah, you were still out of power from the other one.
Right.
Yes, I
From
remember that.
2 days prior to that, because that was day 3. We were still out, and I was just like, I am over
Would you
this.
look up how much rain we had, just for our listeners?
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody's interested. I always like to hear the rain totals. But yeah, so that happened, and then just this Friday we had another storm, and again, here comes the wind, like randomly. I almost went and got the kids up because I thought we were going to be taken by a nader, and it ended up being fine. Had my garage till the next day. It was supposed to start at 8, and I'm out, like, getting my farm stand ready. That's something I've started that nobody knows about. I'm outside getting that ready, and here comes this lady at 7 a.m. Are you guys open? I'm like, no, but I guess we are. Like, come on in. So from 7 to, like, when we got done, it was just so crazy. We were so busy. And then one of our distant family members came and shopped, and she's like, is Tyler here? And I'm like, oh, no. She's like, you guys have a pivot in the road. And I'm like, oh, my gosh.
Is this the corner pivot?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm like, Tyler, you gotta go. And he's like, what? And I said, pivot's in the gravel road. I said, I don't know if it's flipped. I don't know if it's just out of whatever, that it just, like, the corner went onto the road. I don't know what happened. Yeah, it's flipped. Lost the last tower.
It was one tower.
Yeah, it was one tower.
I mean,
and it was one pivot. Out of all of our pivots, it was only one.
Yeah.
It'll be minimal, thankfully, getting that out of there and getting it fixed. But yeah, had that. We didn't have damage at town. You know, little limbs here and there, but that was basically it. So I'll take it. But yeah, you know, just keeps on coming.
Yeah. For the year to date right now, we are sitting at 13.77 inches of rain.
That's crazy.
And average, it says we're typically above average right now.
Yep.
Of current year to date right now is 9.39 is what the average is. So, yeah, insane. So we're about 5-ish. 4-ish.
Well, and honestly, the wind was so bad. I really think we lucked out with all the rain, or we got lucky with all the rain before, because the soil was so saturated that it didn't snap all of the corn. It just leaned it over, and yeah, we had some stuff on Saturday looked awful. I mean, it was like leaned over like 30 degrees. It was so bad. And then the next day it popped up and tappy again. Shredded leaves, but was standing straight. My poor garden. Tyler told me, don't touch it. Just let it regroup. Give it a couple days. I'm learning I need patience when it comes to plants, whether that's crops or in my garden. But yeah, all my pepper plants to the side.
Though.
Yeah. They didn't snap, so they're still alive.
Right.
But yeah.
I need to get out to my garden. I need to replant a few cucumber plants. But
My cucumbers came out good. My snap peas.
Oh, mine are.
My
sprout.
Only 2 came up out of 8. I was really surprised.
Yeah, mine are crazy growing.
But that'll work, because I totally spaced what you told me about planting them at different times. So I think I'll go in this week and plant a couple more, and then maybe I'll wait like another 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks. Would you say? I don't know, and replant and plant.
Yeah, snap peas are. I mean, as long as you keep them like healthy and happy, they're fine. But definitely, like, towards the end of the season, the newer plants definitely produce a little bit more, in my opinion. But
I feel like a crazy person, because this is the first year I've planted anything behind my fence. But we love spaghetti squash. We eat it like it's going out of style.
Oh, you did tell me about this.
Yes, so I planted like 2 mounds of spaghetti squash. But I keep, like, every morning I go out there, or if I think I hear a sprayer, I'm like... Because my backyard is a cornfield, and so they're gonna be spraying post, and I'm like, and then my husband sent out a Snapchat to some of the co-op guys, and he's like, let's see how good you guys are at spraying, and see if my wife's squash is still alive. And so if I think I hear a sprayer, I'm like peeking out if I see one, so I can go put buckets over my stuff.
Say buckets or a tarp.
Yeah, something. Oh gosh. I'm not that person that's like, oh my gosh, you killed my flowers, you killed my garden. Like, farm comes first.
We have one of those.
Yeah.
But
so, what else? Let's talk about your spring. You and Cody. Oh my gosh.
Well, let's just start with this morning.
Okay, yeah.
So,
wait, okay. I'll read my text. I love that we text, because we wouldn't be able to talk about all this on Snap.
Look back on this.
So Addie texts me at 7:23. I'll be leaving in 10 minutes. Want anything from Ziggy's? No thanks. Okay, leaving now, so I'll be there in an hour. That was at 7:36. Then at that was at 7:30. Then at 7:36, she texts me again. Maybe not. I'm stuck inside. I said, LOL, what? Legit, stuck inside my house. Door handle will not move. I said, oh my God, Addie. She says, I'm out now. This is at 7:55. I'm out now. Had to have Cody come home to crawl through the window to fix it. Thank God he's not working. I said that would actually make me have a panic attack. And I forgot shorts, so I'm not turning around and getting them. So I'll just have them do my hands today. We're getting our nails done later.
Yeah. We've been having issues with our like door handle, and last night it got stuck. So Cody just like he did something to it with whatever. Well, then when I was leaving this morning, you could move the door handle. You can move it left or
But nothing's
up,
happening.
down, nothing. Like the latch is not moving. So Cody's like, I called him. I'm like, hey, where did the screwdriver go? Because I need to use it to pry myself out of our house. And he's like, oh, I don't know where I put it, XYZ. Anyway, so ended up finding the screwdriver. I hung up with him. Can't get
What
the
if
door.
he would have been up here at work?
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I
would have
texted
been
you.
driving down to get you.
Like, thank God he didn't go to work today because no, like I feel like I would have been able to figure it out,
But still.
and so I call him back and I'm like, I can't get it open. Oh, well, so the second time I call him, he's like, you can't get it open, can you? I'm like, no.
I'm stuck in here.
No. And so he's like, I'll be over. So he comes over. Well, at that point, I took the door handle off of the door.
Yeah, she sends me a Snapchat and it's literally just the hole for the doorknob. And I'm like, well, yeah, no wonder it doesn't open. There's no doorknob there.
So I took that off and immediately he starts yelling at me. He's like, why would you take the door?
Oh, no.
And I'm like, look, I knew you were coming.
And I love Cody. He can be such an a-hole when he talks sometimes.
Well, and like, again, our spring, he was pissed. Like, it is so bad because I'm just sitting there. I'm laughing, but I can't verbally laugh out loud, but I like am definitely trying to hide my face. And
It's like when a kid cusses and you're like, oh my gosh, that's so funny, but like, don't let them see
and
you.
he is like completely losing his shit. He is kicking the door. He is like, this is horrible. I hate this place.
Oh my gosh. Have you seen the TikToks of like the average dad like crash outs? My favorite one is where he's like trying to fix a ceiling fan. I hate this house. And it's just like effort after effort. Oh, and I love my dad to death, but like that was my childhood. Like the tiniest inconvenience.
That
like,
was not my dad.
Oh, really?
I mean, my dad obviously got pissed about things, but like he was such a cool cucumber. Like I never really saw him that mad all the time.
What a different perspective.
I know.
My dad was like, what the tiniest thing, just like flip the whole house upside down.
No, but it's just insane to me. So Cody went to the point of saying, we're just going to throw a match into this place and run with the insurance.
Oh no, we're gonna bleep that out just in case it does happen, because I literally just said when we came down, I was like, Addie, I now have anxiety and I'm gonna lay awake at night because you only have one exit out of your house. So now I'm just gonna lay awake thinking, oh my gosh, what if a fire starts in their kitchen and they can't get out?
Well, in the kitchen we would still be fine, but like if the washer and dryer catches on fire.
Yeah.
I mean, in my defense,
I forget your bathroom is to your
but like you
laundry
could
room
literally
too.
walk in
Right.
a circle. So like, and if it really came down to it, we could get out a window. But really any of the windows. Mm-hmm. So I'm not super worried about it, but
your house is kind of high though. Imagine trying to get out that in
so
the middle of the night.
That's why Cody was like, Cody had to climb through the window to get back inside to then help me get out of the house.
And I'm sorry, Cody's a whole different perspective. He's like 8'9". So I mean, literally, like his world and our worlds are so different.
That's exactly what I said. I said, he was like, "We'll go back outside and go get the door handle," and I was just like, "No,
like how?
I'm sorry that you can step inside. I can't. I'm gonna fall out the window."
What'd you say, Cody? Your one leg is the size of my.
I said, one of your legs is 3/4 the size of my body. And so he just got pissed, and then he somehow got the door open. So,
oh gosh,
yeah, we're gonna put a new door handle on our door.
That's
today.
a good idea. Yeah.
But I mean, that doesn't even include needing to trade my car in because I blew the turbo in it. And
yeah,
then,
you got a new car.
I got a new car.
I thought you were talking about your new car.
No.
I was like, what?
Nope, had to put 2 new tires on that, though.
Yeah. When we left you guys, Tyler's like, why wouldn't you just hit the 2x4? I'm like, yeah, I don't know. Like,
At that point, when I saw it in the road, I didn't know what it was. Like, I
You're
just
like,
saw something big.
This is going to cause mass damage, whereas, like, swerving a little bit,
Right.
you didn't think anything was going to happen there.
It was like a 2x, and it was in the middle of Lincoln. Like,
Right.
I
That's
didn't,
random.
Yeah, like, it was, I didn't know, and it's not like I could have swerved into the next lane. I literally had one option, and it was hitting the curb. So, hit the curb, blew out 2 tires, had to get 2 new tires on, which that was a whole fiasco. Cody...
Literally, you had how many miles?
I don't know. I'm at 4,000 miles now, and I bought the car at 75, so I drive so freaking much.
You really had like 1,000 miles on it.
Probably.
You freaking blew 2 tires.
Probably.
Oh my god.
Yeah. What else? Cody put something in the back of his car, and it needed to like go up into the front seat. Well, then when he shut the back hatch of the car door, it shoved the pipe through our windshield of his car. So we had to replace a windshield. He ran over a deer antler, so he had to replace the sprayer tire.
Yeah.
Actually ended up not even having to replace it because it closed.
Oh my gosh, the hydraulic hose in the cab.
Yep, the hydraulic hose busted in the cab, and so there was hydraulic oil all over the cab.
Yep. Maxie had a tooth.
Max had a tooth go rogue, and I was, excuse me, a hot mess with that. I'm like, this dog, I'm crying, like literally bawling over a tooth that has to come out of my dog. But like, he was not well, and so he needed it out. So Max had surgery.
You guys know your pupper, like,
right,
when he's not his best self.
Right. So he's now fine. We had the storms and all those hail out of power for 3 days.
Yeah, that was crazy. It's just been crazy spring.
Yeah. Mom moved. Ben moved. So had to move 2 family members, and
then of course, like, all the side hustles are full force.
Right.
I mean,
yeah. Spring it's graduation season in spring, so Silk and Slate was super busy. And then full-time role that is also super busy. Our fiscal year ends on June 30th, so it's like this last like crunch time of like go. So
do you always just feel such a relief when you get past that?
Typically in my old roles, yes, but this role, I would say yes and no. I'm curious to know how because last year when we hit July 1st, it was a new fiscal year and a new strategic plan.
Oh, okay.
Where this time the strategic plan is the same, and we are still
just a new fiscal year.
Yeah, and so I'm going to stay on a few of the same projects that I'm on. Actually, 2 of my same projects that I've been on are the same projects carrying into next fiscal year. So I'm not as like nervous. I don't know if nervous is the right word, but definitely.
And then when's your big golf thing come up?
That's in August.
Okay, yeah.
So have a meeting for that this upcoming Wednesday. And yeah, that one's going to be fun though. We added a new structure on hole 8.
Okay.
So I'm excited about that. And it's 10 years. So I've been doing it for 10 years.
That will be fun.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
Things to look forward to, but also just like we were trying to figure dates for scheduling, and
I know
every weekend is something. I leave this weekend for a bachelorette party.
I'm super excited for you.
I'm excited. I'm nervous. Leaving my kids for 4 days sounds crazy. Like, I don't know what I'm going to do with myself. Thursday, when we get there, we're going to the Lake of the Ozarks. When we get there Thursday, we're going to, like, unpack and get ready and go to a nice dinner. Like, even to get ready. Like
you've never been able to get ready without having to get a child ready in 2.5 years
and
now.
Normally, like, there's been so many times that, like, I get everybody ready and we're, like, driving somewhere and, like, oh my gosh, I need to put moisturizer on my face. Like, my hair is in a claw clip. Like, I just forget about myself. Like, and now church and stuff, I'm still very adamant. Like, not that I care what everybody else thinks about my appearance, but I like to feel good about myself.
Right.
But, like, even just, like, swim lessons or taking the kids to the zoo, it's like, I did nothing with myself. Like, I got dressed and put my hair in a clip and we're going. But my kids, they're, like, dressed to the nines, you know? So it'll just be different. Like, but I really, after these last 2 weeks, so I started a farm stand. So last Saturday, I did the farmer's market just to, like, gauge how products would sell. I sold out of 14 loaves in an hour.
Insane.
Yeah, so that was crazy. And then I opened my farm stand this last Saturday, and it did okay. Like, I was you know, a farmer's market, people are going for like certain things in mind, whereas a garage sale, like people didn't necessarily like, they weren't coming to me to buy sourdough. So with that in mind, I think it did decent. But yeah, so after the last 2 weeks of just like baking and busyness and running the kids around, in June we started all of Taylon's activities. So Mondays she goes to daycare, Tuesdays we have swimming lessons, Wednesday we have dance. So we're just like, which I'm kind of loving it. I love my kids as babies. I am enjoying Branson as a baby, but also getting to this new phase of like events and activities and taking them places. It's getting fun.
Yeah.
And where I'm such a go person, it's like, ooh, we have a reason to leave the house. Like, so yeah, it's all different. Seasons are changing. I'm excited. I'm also really reminding myself that Tyler is a great dad. He will do great with them. They are safe. He loves them just as much as I do. And I'm finding out I just need to like give up some of that control. They may not go to bed at their exact bedtimes, and that's okay.
Do you feel like, obviously, like it's going to be tough for you mentally, just trying to like, for those next 4 days, whatever. Do you feel like Taylin specifically will, if you tell her like, mommy's just down at the lake house, and because she's been there and like,
and I've kind of been telling her, but see, Matt and Renee went this last weekend, and Matt talked to her on Thursday when they were leaving, and so he was on the phone. He's like, Grandpa's going down to the lake. So the whole weekend we go see Grandpa and Grandma at the lake. We're like, no, they're with their friends, like we can't go down. And so I've been telling her, like, and Tyler even said that mommy's leaving us for 4 days. And she, right now, she doesn't care. But also, I think it might be, she might find it fun to just have that time with Dad. Because there's not a lot of times that they get to just be at home with the two of them. I mean, if they have, like, their bonding time, it's normally like a tractor or a sprayer.
And it's just going to be kind of roles reversed when it comes to, like, harvest and now, where harvest, busy time.
Yeah.
Tyler's MIA.
Exactly.
And so it's just like, mom has to do everything. Now it's literally roles are just flipped.
It'll just be interesting because, like, she gets into the mode of Dad being gone, and, like, she's good with it. First day or so is kind of rough because she's, like, you know, she's used to him being home at supper time and doing bedtime and bath and stuff. And then when harvest or planting rolls around, it's, like, you know, a hard couple days, and then, yep, Daddy's working, and we know that, and it's okay. Like, we'll FaceTime, or, you know, maybe we can go ride for a little bit one day. But where I'm going to be gone, I just don't know, like, I mean, I've never been really gone from her. I think I've left her for one night her whole life. Like, multiple nights, but, like, in a span. One night.
Right.
And then Branson, I think he'll be fine. He really likes nursing, so I'm kind of worried about that. But I don't, it's not always, like, for comfort. Like, he likes food, so I'm hoping he'll just be satisfied with a bottle. But again, like, that's out of my control. So I'm going to be 6 hours away, and he's going to have to deal.
And he has he can deal.
Yeah.
He'll be fine.
Yeah. He'll eat when he gets hungry enough, I guess.
Right.
But.
And at the end of the day, I mean, he's not going to be, like, inconsolable. Like, he's taken a bottle before. It's not like you exclusively breastfeed in the first place, so.
Yeah. We should probably wrap it up, but I want to ask Google, do you have a Bible verse?
I'm literally doing it
right now. You?
Yeah,
okay, I'll let you.
I have one that
I was just going to tell Google to give me a NIV Bible verse, a random one, and we could just do a little devotional about it.
I will say, hold on, I need to make sure this is NIV. But there we go. As we were talking, so, like, I didn't put a ton of thought into this. However, one of the things that did come up, there was a Bible verse, and I could not remember the exact one, but it is James 1, verses 2-3. Consider it pure joy whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. I struggle, especially this season, like, I was just like, there's so many, like, negatives in my life right now. Like, this is happening, but I am getting blinded by all the positive things too.
Good.
And so, like, sometimes just take it, like, it's okay that I struggle, and it's okay that life is struggling right now. But at the end of the day, like, God has my back, and God will continue pushing me through, and he's going to make sure that I persevere as long as I put faith in him. So that's what I really enjoyed, but
Our couples Bible study recently just went over James, and James is so, like, there's so much to it. It's a lot, but I think it's a really, really good book. Like, I think if people are in their Bible journey, like, that is a really good one to dive deep into. I am kind of in a season right now where I'm struggling a little bit with God's path for me. I wonder if, like, when there's hard things, or, like, I feel like maybe I have a roadblock for a certain venture, like, avenue, is this God, like, is this God telling me to choose a different path, or is this like a
Right.
trial that God's like, let's see how, do you see what I'm trying to say there? Like,
and I think at the end of the day, you tell him.
yeah. And I'm just like, I'm trying to figure out, okay, is God telling me to get off this path and choose a different one? Or is he saying, is he trying to test my faith? So that's one, but also, like, I don't want to think too much about it, you know? So I don't know, just like praying about it. And I remind myself that all of the, whether they're failed or whether they've been good, like, every avenue in my life has got me to where I am today. And I'm really happy with that. I mean, like, I literally lay in when I pray at night, like, every night, I'm just so thankful, like, for the life I have. Like, I cannot believe God thought I deserved my husband and my children in our life.
And that's
like,
exactly where I'm like, Cody and I are going through the thick of it right now, and it's just negative. But then I'm like, I'm still married. Like, I still have a roof over my head. I might not have a roof over the head if the tornado or the weather hit, you know, in a different way. And so, like, at the end of the day, like, I sometimes get blinded by those positives, and that's where it's just like, I need to just take the step back and be like, no.
Yes.
You know, it's fine.
I had a friend, she is in our couples Bible study, and she said something that really resonated with me, because it's like, she said, you know, God and I, we're good. No matter what happens, I'm good with him, unless it comes to my kids. And, like, I resonated with that so much, you know, being a mom. It's like, I'm good with him. Anything can happen as long as my family and I are healthy and we're safe. But I want to get to a point in my faith journey that, God willing, I hope nothing ever happens to my children, because I don't know how I will survive it. But also, I'm a big believer, and I know that people that are going through the thick of it, but all for his good. But I want to be able to lean on that when it does come to my kids, whether it's sickness, whether it's, you know, whatever the case may be, to be able to be far enough along in my faith, if something bad was to happen, to still remain, like, in him, to trust in him, and to not spiral, if I'm making sense in that. But I think that's a conversation for a whole other episode.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's our catch up.
Wild catch up.
Wild catch up. I'm sure we can top it next month. It always seems to get crazier.
Let's not. Please. Please no.
All right. We'll see you guys next week.
All right. See you next week.
They say a farmer's work is never done. Well, neither is ours. Come back next week for a new episode of Life Between the Rows.